What's up, guys? Chris here to talk a little Zab Judah, Amir Khan post-fight, or Amir Khan Zab Judah, I guess I should say. First off, was disappointed a bit in the fight. I thought it would be more competitive. Basically, I thought Zab Judah would bring more to the table than he did, which was a whole lot of nothing, let's be honest. Credit to Amir Khan for bringing a good game plan to the fight, good strategy, and sticking to it. Kept the distance. Used the jab well and effectively, along with straight rights. Did some good body work. When he would get on the inside, he would tie up, which I'm not a big fan of that. But it was smart because it didn't really allow Zab a chance to get off. Zab, for his part, didn't do a whole lot. I mean, what he did try to do was try to counter with that sneaky left hand that he has. But he never really landed it too solidly. He did land it a couple times, but just not nearly enough. Now, whether that's just a sign that Zab's getting a bit older and a step slower, or Amir Khan just has the speed to match him, or if not a bit faster, it's hard to say, but either way, Zab just wasn't able to land that counter that he's been able to land on other fighters on Amir Khan. First round, there was the headbutt, the accidental clash of heads. It did seem to affect Zab Judah at the time. I don't know how much it affected him throughout the fight, but, that happened, unfortunately. But aside from that, it was all Amir Khan. Zab just didn't really do a whole lot of nothing. I don't really know what his strategy was, but he definitely didn't implement it. That's for damn sure. Khan's controlling the bout. Fifth round. Early on in the fight, I went and watched the fight 2 more times this morning, or the round. Zab, it looks like there's a clash of heads. He says something to the ref, like, come on, ref. The HBO announcer, Jim Lampley, says, another clash of heads. And then moments later, he gets hit on the belt line, goes down, gets counted out. First, in regards to him complaining about getting headbutted again, he didn't get headbutted. I watched it a couple more times. He got hit with a punch, and he grabbed his eye and he complained to the ref. So there was no headbutt there. Now, as far as the finish, the punch was borderline low, but it looked like it was on the waistline. And I don't think he got hit in the balls. I just don't think he got hit, in the balls like he indicated. He went down, took the count, and then when he was counted out, he jumps up, or he didn't jump up, but he all of a sudden responds to the ref. First it was like he didn't hear him, then he responds to the ref like, what? And then all of a sudden he goes back down to holding his balls. In the post-fight interview, he said he thought the ref was giving him an 8 count, or whatever he said, it didn't make any sense at all. The finish here, with the way he complained about getting whatever in the eye in the 5th early in the round, and then the way it ended, it was reminiscent to me of his loss to Joshua Clottey, where it seemed like he was looking for a way out. I don't want to say he quit, but it just seemed like he was looking for the way out, and he found it. And I think that was the same case here. So I don't think it was a low punch necessarily. I think it was not a legal punch. And I think Zab possibly could have continued, but he just didn't want to. And the way the fight was going, I don't think it would have mattered. Zab was getting his ass kicked more or less. Look at his face. And it didn't look like things were going to change. He just didn't do enough in the fight. He landed only 20 punches, which just isn't nearly enough. And unless he was landing something solid, which he wasn't, I don't see any way that the fight was going to turn in his favor. So I was surprised how one-sided it was. And I was just surprised more than anything how little Zab had to offer in this fight. Anyways, that's my thoughts on it. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I'll be talking about this fight a lot more on Science Fights Radio Show coming up shortly. Link in the information part of the video as usual, as well as a link to my Twitter, and a link to ScienceFights.com. But what are your guys' thoughts on the fight? Were you impressed with Amir Khan's performance? Were you disappointed in Zab Judah's performance? What do you think of the finish? Do you think it was legit? Do you think that Zab got hit low? Or do you think it was a legit shot and Zab was just looking for a way out? That's it for now, guys. Till next time. Oh, and what would you like to see next for either fighter? Hopefully we'll get Amir Khan versus Tim Bradley next, so we can see who is the top dog in the division. But as for Zab, I don't know. He'll fight. Hopefully he'll get someone. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what would you like to see next for the other guy. As for now, though, till next time,